Episode 65. We ended the last episode, which I am tentatively calling "Oh wait, I'm stupid," with the thought that we might end today pretty quickly, since we're blocked from the rest of the house with his security door. But I ended that episode a little bit too quickly because immediately after I realized, again, I'm stupid. And we triggered 7 experiments today, so we can easily unlock every door in the house. As soon as we get to a computer or something, maybe we'll just have to spawn one in over here in one of these rooms, or we'll have to walk all the way back to the shelter. Either way, today should be pretty easy to not end. Do we actually want to go out through the basement? That's actually probably less steps than it is to go through all these rooms. Because this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which isn't that much. We'll count if this is more than 7, just to get an idea of how much it takes. It is definitely slower though. Well, that's 1 technically, despite the running shoes. And this is all just one big room. 2. And yeah, this one's kind of annoying because it counts as 3 there. That little room. And going up that stairs, those stairs, it actually doesn't cost anything. I thought it did. So that was only 4 to get into the room there. Before we do that though, didn't realize we triggered the experiment 7 times already, and that's way better than I thought. I guess this trigger is actually really good if you have a lot of the rooms not drafted. The upgraded rooms, that is. And actually, we don't have to remove every crate in existence. We do have to remove a lot though. This might be quicker than I thought. I thought we really had to remove 30 or 40 of them. Maybe we still have to do that. Maybe the last crate blocking your way is going to be just like the last thing that gets removed. They remove all the crates that's not blocking your way, and then only at the very end do they think, haha, now we're going to remove the actual crate you need. Probably not, but it's funny to think about. I think we're going to pass up the library because it's not in a position I like. Did we make this common? I don't remember if we did. This is an upgraded room anyway, so we do want that. I originally upgraded that room for the 10 coins, but now 10 coins isn't all that useful to us. I don't remember what the other upgrades were though, but they probably would have been more useful. This is a question. Do we get the last room? Or do we get a valuable room immediately? I think we go for the more valuable room. We don't need every room in existence. We're not going for full house anymore. So yeah, maybe I should have done this while we were outside still. Gotta go back underground and unlock all the doors in the house. Try to make this quick. The highest they've ever been, I think. And with 50 steps remaining as soon as we enter the entrance hall, well, about 50, thanks to the running shoes. We're starting our day for real, not really. But it feels like we're starting our day because it's the start of the episode. Maybe I should try navigating without using the map so much. As soon as I say that, I pull it out, but... I should probably train myself to not look at it so often if I ever want to use that effect. And yeah, it turns out the elevator does stay after you move it. It doesn't like automatically come up. But tomorrow it should be back down again, or back up again. We're kinda stacked now. Oh, we can't use a secret garden key anymore though, that's the one thing. Either way, we can only go north. I think we prefer the observatory. There's a lot of bonuses in that. Do we want dead ends? I don't think we want dead ends today. I mean, vaults are a dead end. It doesn't make them all dead ends, but... the throne room isn't a dead end. That's kind of what we want the most. Yeah, forget it. Although if we somehow get the special key or whatever, the vault key, then maybe we will go back and try to unlock dead ends. We could try the locker room for that key. It hasn't worked in the past though. We currently don't really need keys for anything else. We have the sledgehammer, we've unlocked every door in the house. So we can try this. Oh, I forgot to do the funeral parlor again. We'll be back, I hope. Gambling. More keys means more gambling. Gamble on... and hopefully I remember which ones are actually hint lockers this time. Gamble on this one. A treasure map, huh? We do have a shovel today. Well, that's pretty far though. We'll try. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to make it, right? All the doors are unlocked. We have enough steps. Oh damn it, Kirk Darren strikes again. I gotta remember. Alright, nothing good. Yeah, there are those dead ends. We do have redraws today, but still kind of a problem. No items. Passageway's good. A good spot for it. Shall we go directly to that room? If we can? This might inform how we play the game, I guess, a little bit. Depending on what's inside that room. This would have been nice to get if we actually got it before the locker room. I guess there are other things we can use it for, though. Drawing room? That's not bad. Alright, let's get rank 8 immediately. We still want the armory today. The office isn't bad either, but we don't really need the money for anything. So once we're on a return trip, we can pass by the secret passage and the funeral parlor. If we have enough steps. Oh, well that's useless. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that up. If we got the showroom, that'd be kind of... well, I guess it would be useful for tomorrow if we did. Get the moon pendant. But there are better items, I think. Oh right, the whole reason I came here. Thanks for popping up out of nowhere. I guess gems would be the most useful thing for redraws. It was here, right? Yep, this is the spot. Oh no, we don't have a shovel today. I forgot. There it is. We finally did it. If we can get rid of that beeping. Oh, well there's the sanctum key immediately. Great. I thought we'd have to like solve a puzzle or something, but we just get the sanctum key for reaching this room. Good. Which means we're that much closer to finishing the game, we just need the vault still. The former seat of power of Orinda Ares, before the current era and rise of the Red Banner. One of the only black prints we have. Oh, it's one of these. It just unlocks the antechamber, huh? You don't have to go all the way underground. It's not too hard to go underground, it's only like a cost of... from the foundation, maybe around 10 steps. It's good to know, though. What would be the best thumbnail? Just this? Probably. Upwards angle, I think. Do we like it more like that? Is the drone better close up? Something like this? Probably the initial view. Maybe something like this. I'm sure I have plenty to work with. It's a nice room and all. It's also a queen room. A rare one. Not much to do here, though. Can we sit? Like Leon in Resident Evil? I guess not. We already have the lab. If we had the wrench from yesterday, we could change the rarity on this, which would have been nice. It's already pretty common, but it's not the most common. I think we just go for more rooms at this rate. We already got the drone room, but today's not over. We could still get the vault in the same day, maybe. Do we need the lab though? We've already unlocked all the doors in the house, so probably best not to just waste a gem. Kitchen. It's not the worst thing in the world. We could just redraw. This is a corner room, so I kind of want to go for the conservatory. So I'm gonna do it. Oh well, there's the armory. We won't pass it up. I was gonna use the secret passage for that. We could almost guarantee to the secret passage the armory. Because we have gems and we have redraws. Maybe I do actually want to go for the conservatory here, passing up the armory. Should I though? I'm gonna do it. Of course, there's no guarantee we get the conservatory. We're just kind of hoping at this point. Not a fan. Not a fan. Could go for the sauna. We could launder our currency into gems for rerolls, or into keys for or both. Let's do this. So how does this work? That is coins into keys. This is gems into keys, so no wait, this is coins into gems, that's what we want first. So let's do this and get 5 coins in exchange for 67 gems. That's a lot of rerolls. And then we use this function, which I didn't forget about. I definitely didn't forget about it for an instant, but I remembered it in time for this. So now we've got the conference room right there. And we're not going to pick up all of the coins, not all of them. Just enough to unlock every key. I think that would be enough. No, we have to subtract 10 from that. Oh, there's actually less coins than I would have liked. A lot less, actually. How many in the locker room? Let's get 3 more for the locker room, that'll be 13. And I want to save more coins for the throne room, not the throne room, the armory. So turn our coins into keys. And before we do anything else, I think I want to go back to the observatory and try to trigger dead ends, because we don't really care about anything else other than the vault right now. So get the rest of those coins. We'll try to save up to have at least, well, as long as we have 5 coins and a certain amount of gems, we can change gems back into coins for the armory. But that'd be a lot of steps to go back and forth. Do I want dead ends now for sure? I guess we have a lot of rerolls, so we can't do that. Yeah, let's go for the dead ends and try to get the vault out. And while we're passing by the locker room, I almost got excited. Should I save this until we get the vault room? I don't think so. I say this every time. What if the key might spawn in more likely if you actually have the vault room on the floor plan? But without knowing such a rule exists, we can't really act on that. I mean, we can act on it, but it might just be a waste of time. I guess we didn't need all of these keys after all. Just didn't want to have to walk all the way back. We got the vault key here one time. It feels like it should have happened by now. Happened again, but no. That's all the lockers again. And no vault key. Unless I missed it. I don't think I did. Still don't know what this is. Yep, that's unfortunate. I think we're continuing north for now. We gotta have enough steps to actually bring this key back to the foundation, though. Gotta remember that. Oh, damn it. Well, that didn't waste any steps, technically. We need this. Give us dead ends. South first. From the drawing room first. Code check? We don't need to check the sanctum key, we can use that today. The lucky rabbit's foot? I guess the rabbit's foot wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. What else would we check in? Maybe the sledgehammer or something? Those are pretty common though, they're like basic stuff. Maybe one of the 3 items from upgrading the hammer, since we'll need that eventually. I guess we can do that. I think the battery is the least common, and it's really only useful for that one thing, or the 2 crafted items. So yeah, we'll do the code check. Where's that battery? Battery pack, there it is. The rabbit's foot would be more items, but I don't think it's very common, is it? And I have to make sure. Because I somehow lost the emerald bracelet last time. There, it's in. Greater chance, huh? And now back over here, steps are still kind of a problem. Alright, we lost that one room, that's fine. Although we can redraw, we have many redraws. We could freeze our account with 63 gems, but then we'd just be waiting for tomorrow. Sure, give us that. Right, we just have the classroom in general now. I don't know, the sauna. I mean, we can redraw however many times we want. But the sauna is sometimes nice. It sometimes has the vault key in that one corner. Not today, though. Alright, let's try to loop around a bit. There are better rooms. Let's try to get some use out of a room. We have all these gems, so we want to go in the direction we want, and we want it to give us some benefit. The pump room is no benefit. That is a benefit. But it's not as good a benefit as getting more rooms. I don't think the boiler room would help us, though. No benefit. This lets us rotate out of it, I guess. Sure, we'll spend the 3 gems just so we can rotate the next room that comes out. Redraw. Kitchen is a benefit. We did kind of need it. Although we're kind of low on money, which I did need for the armory. Is there another way we can make money again? Well, we're kind of gunning for the vault, so we'll hopefully get that. I think I want a room that goes in multiple directions, though. If I absolutely need food, we can make it from the secret passage, I think. But I think we're fine with 30 steps or so. I guess bacon and eggs is free food, sure. Oh right, this is also an upgraded room. Almost forgot. I did forget. Still gotta loop around this entire section. Might be kinda hard. Again, goes in the direction we want, but useless to us. Well, there's the vault. But we still have all of these rooms remaining. We have no way to guarantee the key, if we just get the vault. I think we'd somehow have to pick up the key in these remaining rooms before we draft the vault. Unless we somehow got it from the secret passage, but I don't think that's possible because you can't actually draft blue rooms from the secret passage, despite the rule being that you can draft whatever color room you want. Not blue. You can't draft blue rooms. Yeah, there's no way we can just choose a vault here, I guess. No keys to work with. Kitchen might be a benefit. I'll just take it. Wait, hang on. Can the locksmith sell the special vault key? I don't think the special key option that they always have is ever going to be the vault key. I just don't know. And in fact, I don't know what rooms to go for that might have the vault key. Usually, the only thing I can think of is the locker room. I think we have a lot of green rooms, right? If we get this one thing, we should be able to still afford the axe, whatever it was, from the armory, which we're still going after. Redraw. Something going straight through. Anything going straight through. The veranda, sure. I guess we could have gotten the steps as we were making our way back. Oh well. Okay, with this, we might be able to dig up the vault key. It could be anywhere at this point. Just give it to me. I guess since I'm going down this path, maybe I could actually wait to dig these up. For that one pretend rule that I have, that maybe the vault is more likely to spawn, or the vault key is more likely to spawn, if you have the vault on the map. Oh, another secret passage. Sure, would be useful to us though, I don't know. Before we put this down, are we absolutely sure we want one of these rooms? We could make it the hallway, but that's not really helpful, is it? We have all these redraws. If we made it the armory, we would not be able to get the vault, because it would just be an L shape. No purple rooms go straight through, Can't really do that. Green rooms sometimes go straight through, but I don't think the cloister can spawn on the edge. And veranda's kind of already taken up, so... Where did we get a second secret passage from? Oh wait, the pool hall. The pool hall made a second secret passage. If we made a red room... that would just kinda suck, wouldn't it? I don't think we want a secret passage. I mean, I guess. If we somehow have coins left over after the day's over... what would we even buy? Probably the compass and the pendant. We still want to go straight through, but at this point I am going to take the vault if we get it. And we still want something to be useful to us. Well, there's the armory. But again, we're going to pass it up. Oh, this is actually getting kind of dicey. Well, there's the vault, okay. Any boxes? None to speak of. Alright, now we play this game. We gotta walk all the way back and do all of this extra stuff. Try to find that key, maybe buried somewhere in here. Does digging up nothing count as digging up trash? Probably not. Alright. There are more dig spots to try. The courtyard, just kind of everywhere, I guess. As we walk back, we'll try to remember. Whenever we reach a branching point. Did the experiment 9 times today. I think that's almost all of the upgraded rooms. We're just missing one, I think. All of the ones that I have so far, anyway. No dig spots in this little corner, except maybe the aquarium. So we'll stop by that first. Alright, then how about... would we have any reason to go through the antechamber today? Get the crown? I don't think so. The southern door would only be opened by the weight room or whatever. The greenhouse. Both things we passed up. Doesn't matter anymore. Foundation has dig spots. We gotta go through here. There might be some in these green rooms. There's definitely some in the courtyard, obviously. Alright, we're gonna stop by the office, I guess. We don't have to, but we might as well. Where is it? There. Didn't see the icon. We have at least one sanctum key to work with, so... and I think we have enough hints about the realms to actually do everything, hopefully. Maybe before I go further south, we'll finish up in the showroom. No, actually, we'll probably end our day in the showroom, next to the vault. If we manage to not find a sanctum key. Time to start digging. How do you even get this? It's just like random, obviously, but it feels wrong. Make it the shop. And let's get that armory. Good, we didn't have to redraw. Not that it would have been a problem or anything. Can we find the... yeah, okay, it's the last axe. So we don't have to really worry about going for the armory specifically or whatever. We can also check in, like... we could have checked this into the code check, but we don't need it anymore, because if the wiki was right, this will be the last time we can use it. I don't think I have anything else I want to check in. So, lettuce axe, and I was thinking about this. It's probably just going to be the trophy room in the end. The free HMs. This is a rare room, but it might change later on based on that green corner room maybe. Exit. And, I guess give us the free star for tomorrow. No, wait. That'll put us under 60. We don't really need a star. I don't know how much coins we'll need for the showroom. Bring something over to tomorrow. Gotta check here for dig spots. And there are none. Which you might expect, but it's a green room, so I thought maybe. I think they can sometimes spawn there. These would be our last dig spots, I think. Last chance to get an actual vault key. Just seems like it's normal keys today, though. I guess I can't complain, we finally got the throne room today. Can't really expect anything better than that. Alright. And with that, we just gotta stop by the funeral parlor. Then it's to the showroom and then to the foundation. Oh. I guess that's a key or something. So, there are two false statements that can be true, and this would be the only true statement if true. This is the only true statement that could be false. The white box is empty, so let's say that's false. True, false, false. Then the white box is not empty. That's a reality that can exist, so it must be the reality. Just to double check. Two false statements? Yeah, these two. This is the only true statement. False. The only true statement is this one. The white box is empty. False. There are gems inside. And all the way back to... well, I guess the shortest thing to do would be to go to the sanctum first. But it kind of feels better to end our day in the underground special chamber, right? Unless we want to end it in one of these bedrooms. I forgot their effects. Some of them are not very beneficial. They're like a give and take. Only the master bedroom was a definite increase, I think. Let's just run our ass to the showroom while we're here. Turns out the vault was the critical pass in the end. all that crap you have to do. Get all of those keys, and the vault. It's just too much. So I guess we are going for the compass today. It'd be nice if the pendant took over, I don't know, the compass and maybe the shovel, or the sledgehammer, or the rabbit's foot. But it's RNG like everything in this game, so we'll see. How can you increase your chances with the vault? The only thing I've ever tried that I can think of is this room, which has all of these RNG boxes that maybe has a vault key inside. Where else can you roll the dice to get more vault keys? I don't know. Probably not the locksmiths, I don't think. Right, where we need to be already. Oh, god damn it. Actually, shit. Maybe I should have bought things in the kitchen. Should I go back for that? It'd be like 15 steps. That would be 15 steps we gain from buying the club sandwich. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7, 8... Then 8 to get back, or 7 to get back, so we'd break even. But then we could spend extra steps on whatever, it's barely anything. We just gotta go outside, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we're outside and can go underground. Just didn't want to lose this key. Oh, we didn't eat today. I forgot. Well, I'm glad I didn't run back to that other room. Were there any other boxes? Was there like one in the study? We started today with a room that had items inside, and one of the items was a box, right? I guess that was the veranda I'm thinking of, yeah. So how many boxes have we moved around? I guess the total is 12, since it was 3 the other day and 9 today. But I mean, how far are we? It's kinda cool how this just goes deeper and deeper. Not much further in, I guess. Yeah, they are gonna make you remove every single box, probably. Maybe not. But this just seemed like a weird little part of the map at first, and now it's very late into the game becoming something. Don't know what it could be though, because it's not a sanctum key. We know where all of those are. And I guess while we're on our way here, the red letters was also something I needed to finish up right here. I just didn't make my way underground because there was no reason to, but while we're here. This thing that I actually tried the correct answer on, I think, but because of the way the lock works, I didn't see, oh damn it. Gotta turn it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Yeah, because of the way the lock worked, I didn't actually try, I guess, inputting it, or I didn't understand how to input it. Was that 4 times? No, that's 4. Because there's no input button for the lock. So yeah, what I was trying before was entering a date. I tried like MAR8 as one of the potential date options, since I knew a date had to unlock this gate. But that wasn't the right answer. I did scroll over the correct answer, but it didn't seem to like work. The only actual 3-letter months that you can fit here. So yeah, I guess to actually unlock this, you have to quit out of it. Right? No? What's going on? Okay. That's the problem that I had. You have to scroll to the left to press the button. I guess I never tried any combination at all, since I never pressed that button before. But there we go. Before we do that, let's get that lore. Red letter number 1, the last one we'll ever read. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laud. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair. Between the years of 1915 and 1918, the former having died last month, at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. That many, wow. The family tree didn't exactly hint us towards that fact. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life, towering above us, in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. Yeah, I guess that's something to be afraid of. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now, me, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to to secrets of this magnitude. Yet, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales. True or not, they seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps, if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Laud. Well, before we read that, yeah, this would be, I guess, the son of the guy that actually dug all this stuff up. Very fitting place to put this letter in all of these underground tunnels. But it seems like this is another Danny Ravane situation. Not exactly like Danny Ravane, but pretty much the same thing, spilling family secrets. It seems like he's actually trying to get a bigger cash influx than Danny Ravane was, who was just looking for 100 coins, but this guy's looking for an entire enterprise or something. Business and all that. Probably not a great start to a business, though, through blackmail. So who's writing this? We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox, looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Okay, that's Danny Ravane, I guess. Because he blackmailed Thomas Sinclair, Baron H.S. Sinclair rather, for this blackmail letter. Why'd he include like another note here? he keeps on digging in the wound or twisting the knife in the wound about how he blackmailed and stole the mail. Kinda funny. I can see that on the left side of the screen. We'll worry about that later. Scripts and Rutherford Mining Company Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 102. Date 1/13/1916. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. Yeah, it would be the ruins of the castle, right? The actual castle. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark-trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. And this, the main benefit, I guess. A secret floor plan, the treasure trove. Plus 5 coins for each time you have drafted the treasure trove. Wow, that's huge. This would have been great if we actually needed money. But we don't. I mean, we're still going to draft it when we see it. How often is it? Probably very rare. Unusual. I guess that's not too bad. Yeah, obviously would have been much more useful when we had to buy out the showroom and all. But on any given day, like for today for example, coins are still useful for laundering or whatever. If we have a lot of coins and a laundry room, we can do pretty much whatever we want. Just gotta rotate it back to the previous configuration. Didn't have to check the map for that, I just have to look in front of me. And there we go, set for tomorrow. And now the main reason we're here. Might end up going long this episode just for this. However long it takes to do all of this. We have 2 doors we can work with now. That door, which is already open but we didn't solve, but now we know more about it. And one of these 3 doors. We'll start with the one already open. Now that we no longer are under the erroneous impression that this is our cherries. So let's go back to my page of all my notes, which is still a bit of a mess, but it should be a bit clearer now. This one's definitely Corerica. Or not, Corerica was the heart. Right, this one's definitely Nuance. And I'll have to open up my photos to see the description of all these motes. Luckily I took a picture of all the pages of the complete edition, the untorn edition. So we know Nuance built the airships. They're not tribal, not agricultural, not martial. I would say industrial, but we already used industrial, right? Academic? We used Metropolitan on another one, and there are 8 motes, so maybe we're going to use all 8 motes by the time we're done. It's kinda hard to say that though. No wait, Academic would be Corerica. Because that's the university, as we know from the dorm. It's probably not the only country in the world with universities, but that's our only hint. They're probably not martial, or maybe they are. Did we do martial? Was martial Fenaries? Yeah, it was. Looking at that other page, the one example in the book. So we don't do martial or metropolitan or academic or industrial. We did poetic, I think, or did we do spiritual? No, we did poetic for Araja. So of the remaining, tribal, agricultural, spiritual, those aren't very good options, actually. Maybe they are industrial, again. We should be able to solve this. No, but I don't know the weather. What about that page about the rays? There's one for naval capabilities, probably not the ship routes. Those don't include like airships or whatever. Not road, streets, carriages, not horseback, not train system. Aviation, that's the one. So we don't have to guess and check this one anymore. Thank goodness. Oh well, that's different. Yep, that's the airship because it's pointing up. And this one's the border. We know they're green, and green is the diagonal lines. Not those ones. I think. Right? Wait. That's violet. That's yellow. That's pink. Which one is this? That's red. So yeah, that'd be orange. I guess this is green? It's different from what the book says, but yeah, I guess those would be the diagonal lines. Just kind of looks a little bit different. So the last thing we have to worry about now is the weather. Well, I guess it's two things. Let's go to the weather page in my book. We have foggy. We have normal weather, a lack of like unusual things. We have heat. We have rainy, stormy, snow. That'd be Corerica again, and windy. Maybe, considering it's a airship place, I'm just thinking wind. That would make sense. I'm going to find my stamp of nuance. It doesn't seem to intimate the weather exactly, but I guess we're going to try... Oh, that changes everything. Damn, we have to do the weather first. That's actually really annoying. Yeah, we're going to try windy. That's windy, right? Gotta check again. Back and forth, back and forth. Now, windy was like a curved. That one's heat. That's snow. That's wind. I can't think of what else would be windy other than this. Oh, damn it. Alright, there we go. And this was the border. So now only this. What do we think nuance is? Going back to my page. If we're eliminating things that we did before, it would be tribal, agricultural, or spiritual. Tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers. It's not that. Agricultural, harvest and farming-based society and culture. We've never seen anything that hints at. I don't think. Spiritual and elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the voices that guide us. It never really seemed like that from Nuance. We know that they built airships and helped in the war. So I feel like this might have to be industrial again, despite us having used that for archeries or something. We'll try this. It didn't work. I guess we can try all of these while we have this setting. Oh, that was it. So they are militaristic then, martial. Even though we used that for Fanaries before. And I guess I was lucky that they were windy, but I guess that makes sense for the airship country. This first, I guess. Morajai box the Nuance variation. Puzzle boxes became just as popular in the air hangars of Nuance as they had in the ports of Morajai. Green tiles were introduced. It's an ability that allowed them to instantly jump across the board representing the ease with which air travel conveys its cargo. When green tiles are pressed, the tile swaps with the opposite tile on the far side of the box. Gonna need 4 green today. What does this do again? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what that does. Right, that goes to the right. And this does... what? Exactly? I don't remember. Or Raja. I think we used to know. We gotta change colors somehow. This one changed color... somehow. Oh, those go down. Can we, like, do this? No. Have I? Yeah, that doesn't count. Gotta get a color change somehow. What if these were... this one changed to gray? Because the adjacent ones are gray? If we get more adjacent ones to be green instead, that should work, right? Like this. Okay, yeah, that works. So now we just need... what happens if we do this? Okay, there's like a tie. It's kind of like Switzerland or something. Well, Switzerland doesn't join the side that's got the most color or whatever. It stays neutral. This would be Switzerland, I guess. But this one, we just have to get one more green by doing this. No? Then how does... Oh right, it's still 2 green bordering. No wait. Do this, and then do this, and that, and this, and that. Alright, so now we have to actually get them to where we need them to be. Let's get rid of this one first, from the middle. And to do that, we have to move this one up here. This'll be good. But then we have to move this one too. We don't want any in the middle. We need to move this one down without moving any green ones up. So to do that, we'll do this, then that. And we don't want the black one in the middle, so move it again. Alright, now get the purple one back up. We want it up here, so that's perfect. And now we need to make sure it's like this, I guess. Now they're all where we want them to be, and then we do this. No, wait. Almost. There we go. Probably more steps than it needed to be, but we made it. Just for 2 more allowance. Now it's 72 instead of 70. Whoa. They really are advanced. It's almost sci-fi. I said this about the other place too, our cherries, but... wow, look at that. The world is so much bigger than we realize. I don't think I need to take a picture of this, but I've been taking pictures of them, so I guess I'll do it. Let's see. Camera, and here we go. So is this like an interior view, or do they actually have like a terrace on a building that's cut away like this? Probably not. But it would be cool. like a building actually shaped like this. I'm not sure how architecturally sound it is, but it looks cool. So this is the other important thing, which would be helpful for solving the puzzle inside room 46 itself. The Baron's little trip across all the realms, which apparently you have to order 1 through 8. By far my favorite realm I visited during this trip, but I have always had a penchant for technology and am less moved by the beauty of nature than others. The soot-filled streets and soaring skyscrapers here are just as stirring to me as the mountains of Korerka or the beaches of Morjai. Does this imply that he went here after Korerka and Morjai? It seems like since he's saying he visited it and it's his favorite realm during his trip, then it'd be one of the later ones, not necessarily the last one. Perhaps I am just letting my childhood love of dirigiblocks compromise my objectivity. From the shops I've visited, it seems the series is just as popular here as it is back home. Speaking of home, as I look across the eastern sea, I can almost see its shores. I never thought that I would miss the sight of red flags. Maybe this is like the second to last one he went to? If he's talking about that as his next destination, he's not necessarily saying it is, but maybe. And now we actually have to use our Sanctum key and make a decision. This would be Korerka, which we know a lot about. I actually have to look at my notes again, because I'm forgetting. We went back and forth so many times. This one is Morjai. Right? The turtle is this? Yeah. Right. It wasn't the turtle, it was the seafaring place north of the turtle, and this was Vera Shores was the turtle. We kind of know each of them fairly well. Probably this one, Morjai, would be heat, but we know this one is snow. And Morjai would be seafaring, so we know the moat there. But we also know this one's academic. Of the ones we definitely know, this will be the easiest. So I think first of all, listing, right? Gotta make it snow. And this part was the color. Gotta bring the book open again. They are orange, which is the triangles. Wait, were those the triangles? No, those are the triangles. Did I pass over this? Oh wait. We're changing the border, but this is supposed to be the actual rays, right? Well, let's do that first. Actually, what would it be for the weather there? Not the weather, the transportation. This might be another thing we have to brute force. Naval capabilities, I don't think so. Road, streets, carriages. Maybe? Horseback? Rough trails? Is Korerka rough trails? I don't know. Train system. We know the place is. That are the train systems usually would be, I guess, on our side of the world, the Orindia side of the world. That doesn't mean no other places can have train stations, but I'm pretty sure the game wouldn't do that and just have like a train station in another part of the world that didn't have like a hint for it. But then I don't know what the hint would be for Korerka in the first place. There's aviation, then camels, then turtleback. Turtleback is obviously Vera Shores. Camels is not suitable. It's not arid or desert trails. This is mountainous terrain. Maybe it is horseback. We'll start with horseback. And then start brute forcing our way around, I guess. So yeah, we get the actual color there. And we need academic, which is just 3 lines, if I remember. Bringing up my page while I'm clicking this. Yeah, these 3 lines, academic. Try that. Nope, not that. So it's not horseback. We're just doing the brute force method now. Just working with the bottom 2 wheels, getting it to the right color every time and pressing the button, then turning it again, and trying the next one. Well, it's not aviation, but I guess if we're doing brute force, we might as well try. I mean, when you're traveling between realms, you have to somehow land at an airport somewhere, right? Maybe it's over in Corerica. No, it's not. Maybe it's flat terrain. This is supposed to be Camelback, but who knows? It's not all going to be snowing all the time, right? Maybe there's some part of Corerica where it's actually a desert. No, there isn't. That's Turtleback. Yeah, maybe they imported turtles from Vera Shores into Corerica. I guess they didn't. Whatever this one was, I forget. It's all like directions. Was that trains? Maybe they do actually have trains in Corerica. That wasn't it. Whatever that was. Was this one actually trains? I'm not remembering all of them. That was it. What is this one? Roads, streets, and carriages. The very most basic one. I guess that was the other one I would have guessed. So yeah, we know how orange works. Far from the port towns of the lesser islands, the academics of Corerica were among the last strongholds where the puzzle box fad spread. Unlike other realms, whose regional rule variations emerged organically over time, the students of Corerica designed orange tiles by committee, voting on student-submitted designs and picking the one they felt best represented the realm. When the tiles are pressed, if the majority of the adjacent tiles share color, then the pressed tile will change to that color. I see. By committee. Wait, hang on. Then the pressed tile will change to that color, but only the orange tiles. So yeah, we just want to move this across, then move it down, or across. Then we have to do that again with one of these, I guess. We could change one of these oranges to purple. How would that help us? Like this one could become purple, and then we could move this one down, but we can already do that. Or no, wait, it doesn't loop around. We kind of want a purple over up here again. Oh yeah, we can just do that. No, wait, we have to shift. Somehow shift. If we flip this, then we can move this around, then flip this back up. No, wait. Flip it over here. So with that done, we can do this, then this, and get this back here. And that's kind of trouble for us. Because then how do we get this back over there? We're almost there. Answer might be staring me in the face. What if we deposit an orange there and get this one? There we go. Yeah, it was much simpler than whatever I was thinking, but just couldn't see the solution in front of me. So let's get a picture of this first. The snowy peaks of Corerica. I was about to say Coortis, that's actually Final Fantasy. I guess these guys would be the Charlians if they were Final Fantasy. Alright, the letter. Did I take a picture of the letter from the other room? I did not. I'll have to go back. Let's take a picture of this right now. There have been fewer and fewer opportunities, the further we travel up into the mountains, to attend to my correspondence, and I find myself regretting having brought so many books, as this is the first realm I have visited without borders. Here every person is expected to carry their own belongings, and if you can't, you throw away that which is expendable. It. It's looking like I'll be bringing back less souvenirs than I had planned. I never expected to appreciate the cold, but the frigid weather here is a welcome relief, coming from the sweltering shores of Vera. Okay, Vera to Corerica, very obvious. Herbert. P.S. I ended up forsaking all but one of my books. So I guess this might be a hint too, that he was carrying books up until this point. Maybe. And we're pretty much done for today. We just need to take a picture of that last book, or that last postcard. And the only things we're doing from this point on are getting the vault and experiments. Got it. So yeah. Nothing else to do today. Nothing to go to the showroom for. The items that we might bring back over and do tomorrow are all of these. We'll see how we do. I don't think I have a clear picture of how... Oh wow, Guarding Castle. I guess you get the castle rating for the throne room. A new rating. Oh nice. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to connect all the dots between Herbert's trip. We have some dots connected, but not all of them. If I poured back through all of the postcards I currently have, maybe I can find more clues that I don't remember. And through process of elimination, we can always, I guess, figure some things out, up to the point where we might have to brute force things. But that's good progress, I think. We got the throne room, we got the key. We just need one more. Well, two more. However you get behind that last room of 8. Who knows? Maybe I'll figure it out on my own, or maybe I'll figure it out by looking it up after we get the Vault Sanctum key and I hit another dead end. But that's for future me to worry about. Present me is going to call it a day. In real life. Now would be a good time to take a break.